I walked into a red phone booth without noticing that the heavy metal door behind me had slowly locked shut. I put a coin in to make a call, but the phone was broken and the call never went through. I got angry because I had just wasted $1. When I tried to leave, I realized the door would not open at all. At first, I thought someone had locked me inside as a prank. The hot sun was shining directly on me, and little by little, it became harder to handle. A few moments later, two people on their way to work walked by. I quickly banged on the glass to get their attention. They came over. They could not hear my voice, but they understood from my hand signs that I was trapped. They pulled on the door from outside while I pushed from inside with all my strength, but the door did not move even a little. More and more people started gathering around the booth. The two people checked the time, realized they had to leave for work, and waved goodbye to me before walking away. After that, more workers and office people stopped to watch. Then a very strong man stepped forward and tried to pull the door open. The handle snapped off, but the door still would not open. The crowd laughed. He even slammed his body against the glass, trying to break it, but he failed and finally walked away. Later, an experienced mechanic came over. He carefully inspected the entire phone booth, but he could not find a single screw anywhere. He tried opening it from the sides, but nothing worked. In the end, he put the broken handle back in place and left. As time passed, the crowd kept growing, and the area around the booth almost became its own little world. There were shoe shiners, balloon sellers, and even people secretly stealing food. But even with so many people around, no one could get me out. In the end, I became exhausted and sat down on the floor. A little later, a fire truck arrived. The firefighters inspected the booth and got ready to break the glass from the top. I was scared that the broken glass might fall on me. Just then, someone stopped them. At that moment, a group of people wearing matching uniforms showed up. They said they worked for the phone booth company. They explained that the broken booth was being taken away for repairs. I tried to stop them, but they could not hear my voice. The crowd kept signaling that everything would be okay, and the booth was carried away. As the truck drove farther away from the city, it felt strange seeing people on the streets staring at me. At one traffic light, I saw a funeral with a transparent coffin. The person inside looked trapped, just like I was. At the next traffic light, I saw another person locked inside the same kind of red phone booth. That was when I realized this had all been planned. I pounded on the glass and tried to beg for help, but the people outside thought I was simply waving at them, so they smiled and waved back. Weak from hunger, thirst, and exhaustion, I finally lay down. The truck reached a lonely area. I thought about my family and looked at pictures of my wife and son. I could not understand what I had done to deserve this. Then I saw a military helicopter flying overhead. I used the last of my strength to ask for help, but it flew right past me. It was guiding the same truck that was carrying me. Deep in the mountains, I was taken to a place where phone booths were being built with doors that could never be opened. Every booth had become a prison for someone forever. Then a train lifted my booth and placed it onto a